Hello everyone and welcome to Zeepkist Cup of the Day. For those of you who don't know how this works, we get 10 minutes to practice a map we have never seen before, after which there will be 2-minute elimination rounds where the slowest players get eliminated. This week's map, we have a collab from Ultimate Billy and Ryuji, two legendary mappers of the olden day. Probably people who have played Zeepkist a long time know these names, but their fame actually kind of predates Cup of the Day as it's existed in Zeepkist. We have not gotten a cup map from either of these guys, so it's very exciting. Okay. I'm going to guess, just based on what I know about these guys, that Ryuji did the layout and Billy did the deco. It certainly feels that way. High-speed jump transitions, that screams Ryuji to me. Oh yeah, look at this. Very nice deco. That screams Ultimate Billy to me. Okay, the track really calms down in the second half. Icarus drop. The first half is very fast and scary. Second half, not too bad. I like this. How many checkpoints are there? 5. You do cheese prevention and also just take a look at this. That is beautiful. So this is just speed conservation, no boosters. That also means cuts are not really feasible. Very nice looking track, which I'm not surprised is Ultimate Billy. Okay, and because it's speed conservation, these first few jumps are going to mean a lot. $175 could be better at CP1. That might be a steering limits turn. And then starting about here, the track actually feels pretty calm. Still got a bunch of these little hops. A little bit laggy. I might turn off players. I will for rounds at least. I wonder if that's an arms up jump or if you should just stay low. Because it kind of felt like I got a little tap. Yeah, over 200 speed also is an interesting point made in chat there, because the speed conservation... Air resistance slows you down to 200, so speed conservation at the very start might not be a thing. It's just for the very start, though. Ooh, boy. Okay. That was probably a good line, though. Nice inside, just not quite into the pole. Arms up seems to be helping me for that first jump up. Ooh, that was a tough corner if you don't have the angle correct coming into it. Yeah, very nice track. I'm liking this one. So I wonder how to best do this start then. 74. The 200 speed is throwing me, and I think maybe I should just ignore it. But it makes me think about what the speed conservation strategy is at the beginning. That felt very nice, what I just did. Oh, except for the bounciness there. That is such a tough corner. Like, if you have the correct setup, that's not that bad of a corner. If you don't, it's so hard to make that turn at all. Oh, okay, I actually survived that. Probably don't want to do that, though. Yeah, it's specifically that part of the track back there that lags, but I think I just turn players off. That'll be fine. But I do like to see other people in the warm-up rounds. How am I doing? Just shy of author time with that. 43 for... That's a pretty stacked lobby. Top 7 on the leaderboard are all Cup of the Day winners. Ooh, that's very good speed. Okay, I went away a little bit. I think it was just how I took that corner. The checkpoint being mid-corner. I'll probably take a peek at what Maki or Zomin or Curran is doing. Just because I can't hurt. It's a pretty good time, though. Make that top 8 or Cup of the Day winners. Let's see. Quick Racer's right at the beginning. Oh, and Curran's right in front of him. Okay, Curran big jump to the left, I think. Oh, they both reset at the same time. Curran goes a bit higher. Yeah, does not understand these jumps clearly. We'll see what Quick Racer does at this next section, and then I'll go back to practice. Very wide entry. Is that faster for him? I don't know. Ooh, yep, that was not a good start. Ooh, can you just drive off the left side of this start? Like, without getting any upward force at all? What is happening here? Okay. So, most people are staying to the left, unless you could just jump that entirely. When Kern landed, he was pretty far to the right. Yeah, that doesn't look like it at all. I think you either stay on the far left side and try not to get airtime, or try to jump, really commit to the airtime. Oh, no, that felt very smooth, and I get a pretty good setup for that corner. Too good of a setup for that corner. Yeah, you don't even have to be wide on the setup to make that corner. You just have to watch out for that pull on the inside. Oh, well, I'm going to set up wide anyway, I guess. 174, but that's like mid-corner. It's a really awkward checkpoint split. At 166, that's probably going to be an important speed to watch. Oh, the lag right there. So if I do no arms up at the end, it's kind of rough that leaving the road piece before the jump and then the landing. But it's so close to the finish, you don't want to like waste time by jumping really high. So I'm not entirely sure what the ideal line there is. This whole beginning of the track there is just speed conservation, so basically the less you turn the better, going as high as possible on these quarter pipes. As low as possible on these jumps. That might be it. Just arms up to get over the hump on takeoff and then release arms up to land as early as possible. 43.8, 7/10 off Zomin's pace. Can I just, like, do this? I can. It's not fast. So Zomin with the 43.1 leading the warm-up round. Maki, Hydro, Quick Racer, Kern Cobb. Oh, Cup mod started. Messed up my leaderboard. Very stacked lobby, though. Oh, and an AFK into the Coliseum here, the arena. Alright, elimination rounds. Bottom 4 get eliminated, or more likely however many DNFs are in the first round. We got 52 players in the lobby. That's quite sizable. A little bit of a hop is not ideal, but I landed very well, so this might be personal best pace even. I don't know what to do with this turn. Like, is that a late apex like I just did, or do you want to start turning in earlier? 168's pretty good. And I think you just want to be as aggressive as possible on the Icarus drop. Yeah, 43.8. That is, I think, yeah, just barely personal best. That's like 40% steering. Such a gentle corner. Yeah, okay. I think you want to do late apex, because that makes for a very awkward next corner if you take that one tight. Little bit down on speed. Yeah. So we do have quite a few DNFs. I don't know where the finish is, but it's right here, apparently. The force field goes away when you hit it, and it doesn't reset if I don't reset. So Kern Cop with a very good time, ahead of Zoman and Maki. Hydro, Quick Racer, Sandals, top 8 are the Cup of the Day winners. I think those are all the Cup of the Day winners in the lobby. Only the 4 DNFs. All 4 people eliminated started with the letter S. Random fact of the day. Not an amazing start, pretty bouncy. I have time for 2 runs though, so I'll just take a finish. I don't think I'm gonna need a particularly good time here. I liked the late apex much better. That might have been a touch too late, actually. I'm still a little framey in that turn. Man, look how close the top of the leaderboard is. All the .2s. I think we're going to be seeing those top 5 switching places every single round. No, that's kind of okay. Makes that corner tough. Let's see if that +2 speed actually means anything. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Still 4 DNFs. Any of them coming to the finish right in front of me? Orm might make it. I don't think they have time. Oh, they did make it. So only 3 people DNF'd. It is a little bit of a difficult track to finish just because of the sheer speed, mainly at the first half of it. I think anytime you have transitional jumps, it's going to be pretty difficult to keep your car on track. Oh, 176 still. I wonder if that being over 200 speed at the start makes it so that you can be a little bit bouncy on the first couple drop downs. Nice, 168. With a good angle, too. Kind of want to know if the pros are holding arms up at the end, because that felt a lot smoother to me to have arms up. Just enough time for another run. That was a nice turn. That shadow makes it kind of hard to see the pillar. Kind of a bad landing. Yeah, I lost the speed advantage I had. Oh, here comes form again for a second snipe. So if I do no arms up at all, kind of a bouncy landing. 4 of a kind, but I don't know if that was better. Hydro getting a 43.0. Form gets the time, but doesn't get out this time. Still people being eliminated with DNFs. I don't really expect that to change because, like I said, it is kind of difficult the first half of this map. Ew, 173? And a pillar? Getting the 177 at checkpoint 1 now. 177, that's personal best there. 167, yeah, I'm just kind of 1 speed higher the entire track. What? Not anymore. That's still a really good speed, though. Still a little bit laggy right there. It's a little bit annoying. Ooh, bouncy Icarus drop. Oh, that's such an awkward angle. Yeah, you need to take that corner a little bit tighter and probably not jump that. Oh, this isn't good. Let me see if I can find one of the fast people. Zoman's just starting a run. Mackey's coming to the finish. I just want to see what the arms up is here. I mean, we're talking hundredths of a second, if anything. No arms up at all. Okay. Curran's coming to the finish also. The arms up just felt like so much smoother. But since it's so close to the end, I don't know if it actually matters. Curran tapped arms up right at the end there. I don't know exactly what the purpose is. Giant cars falling onto the podium. Zoman looking pretty fast here. Curran always looks fast. Mackie always looks fast. I mean, the usual. I know people like to root for the non-Cup of the Day winners to see somebody get their first win, but I don't think that's happening today. Very stacked lobby. Yeah, that was nice. You kind of, I think, want to cut that corner so that you get into that quarter pipe better. 43.6, I am happy with that. 6th place on the leaderboard, but when you consider the 5 names ahead of me, I am not disappointed at all. 178. And I wish I knew how the CP1 speed was determined, because I can't seem to do it consistently. I guess the good news is I'm getting faster at CP1. Maybe I'm just hitting it lower also. But I don't know, because that speed's carrying the CP2 also. And not that time, but I got a bad landing. This will still be a decent run. I don't think I have time to finish, though. Yeah, gonna be just short. Oh, and I crashed. Hydro looks very fast also. He's done 0.1s. I think he still has the record also. Yeah, with the 0.0. I mean, of course, any of those guys, you know, top 6, they're all very fast racers. It will be interesting to track the top of the leaderboard, because it's going to change every round, I think. It already is. 175, that's awful. 176 is, like, okay there, so... It's important to know what your speed is on this track because of how much it's a speed conservation track, but it's also important to know why your speed is what it is, because you hit some of these checkpoints mid-corner, or, you know, different heights on the road. So to know that, oh, my speed was low, but I turned a lot before that, so it's actually higher than it seems. You know, that's just as important as knowing what your speed is. $175, but I think that's actually kind of low because of how little I had turned before that checkpoint. Oh, I'm flying. Ooh, that felt clean. I think that corner you do not want to cut, because that's been making it pretty rough for me. This corner, you can get into the quarter pipe fine without cutting it, I guess. I guess this will be a good chance to experiment with the no arms up. I'm just, like, clipping that road without arms up, though. That was a slightly faster run. Maybe just enough arms up to get over the road. Zoman with another 0.1, everybody else with the 0.2 at the top. I do feel pretty consistent on this map, which is a little bit surprising given that it's a transitional jump map. And it's kind of difficult to be consistent with a map that you're just jumping all the time. Well, this run is not the same as my previous. This is my inconsistent run. Ooh, Zoman with the world record, 43-0. Oh no, sorry, that's Hydro. Bad caster, Lexer. Hydro with another world record, improves his world record. This is a good run. This feels like a really good run. personal best. Can we get the 0.5? This doesn't look quite like 0.5 pace. 0.6 again. I'm getting very consistent 0.6s. Which means I'm very consistently finishing about 7th. Got a little distracted by Kern Cobb's absolutely terrible time on the leaderboard there, but he did improve. He's not going to be eliminated here. So what is being eliminated here? 45-0. So still about a second and a half to where I am. It does kind of feel like the top 7, myself included, are pretty consistent with their times. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of surprises here. I haven't really been paying attention to my speed at the final checkpoint. I was also taking a history lesson in chat, so wasn't paying attention to a whole lot on that run. Ooh, nice landings. A little bit close to that pole, but survived. Clean run. Another 0.6 on the cards here. I am consistent. Yep, 3 thousandths faster than the previous round, I think. Let's see, don't have a lot of people coming to the finish. Quick Racer with the 0.029. That is world record by just over 100th of a second. Somebody is bound to get a 42 here eventually. I thought the 177 was good until I hit that quarter pipe very far to the left. Bouncy, bouncy. I don't know if that really matters, though. What's my speed going to be? A decent 175. I'd rather have the 2 finishes than put it all on one run. This run should get me through anyway. Can you jump that section, like skip one of those platforms and jump all the way to the next one? Oh, another 7th place. We're just going to be sitting in 7th here, I think. Place your bets. Do you guys think I'm going to finish 7th in this cup? Hydro with another 0.0. Quick Racer 0.1. Ow. Few people without a time still. Here comes one of them. Somebody's tumbling off the track over there. Joking, I think he's safe though. Oh, I don't know. There's a whole lot of people coming into the finish right now. Some movement on the leaderboard, but not a whole lot. Kern Cobb grabs world record now with the .0. I think we've seen everybody in the top 4 on this leaderboard right here. Maybe not Zoman, actually, but I think we've seen a lot of trading of the world records, and Zoman's been close this whole time. Interestingly, Zoman and Mackie have kind of been the 4th, 5th place runners. Normally expect them to both be in the top 3, no matter who else is in the lobby. Kern Cobb doesn't think a 42 is possible. That's just too far away. The less than 100th away is not possible. I think I have time for 2 runs here. Yeah, I do. Again, get a finish first, since I'm so consistently 7th. And this is a 168, even though this didn't feel good to me. That was still a 168, and that's like the most consistent checkpoint also, because I'm hitting it at the same angle every time. 150 is a little low. Kind of a bouncy ending. Ooh, am I going to get a second run? I'm not going to get a second run, but a 43.8 is 8th place. That should still be enough. Okay, Mackie and Zoman woke up now that I said they were not necessarily at the top. I might as well test this theory. Hey, no, that's not possible. Okay, Kern's time didn't go onto GTR. Kern, yeah, I think Kern just didn't reset to get that time on GTR, but he still holds the record with the .00. That was the final round of 2 eliminations. Pretty much everybody getting 43s now. So I do need that 43.6 if I want to move on. I'll stop focusing on the Greek mythology lessons happening in chat and start focusing on the racing, I suppose. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well focusing on the racing. Man, I should do this more often. Is this personal best? Is this a .5? Yeah! Still 5th place with a big gap up ahead of me to the true top 5, top 6 that are in this cup. Okay, a good 176 despite how bouncy the start was. Interesting. 167. Ooh. I have time for world record, I think. Maki and Seabad without times right now. Oh, that was a terrible start. We'll see what happens at checkpoint 2. Maki puts in a .1. Still a 165 in spite of all of that. I don't think that's going to be faster, because it's just too hard of a landing, but it's an interesting theory. Might as well test it now. And some style points. Oh, maybe not. That was less stylish. And, yeah, so I think the 42s are possible, because we've seen now 2 people with a 42.9. Kern is just refusing to reset for his times on GTR, I guess. And we have 10 players left, including all 8 of the previous Cup of the Day winners that are in this lobby. Just Northwind and St. Nicholas left. Oh, I tapped the pole. think I'm gonna reset. This lobby's too strong for me to take a questionable run. Especially when I still have time for 2 runs. $165 is not amazing. 167 is okay. This might be enough to get me through. Another 0.6, 0.7, somewhere in that range. $43. Oh, another 0.5. Look at that. I was not expecting that. Zoman in sandals without a time right now. Man, I needed that 0.5 actually. Everybody looks very strong in this round. Sandals does not put down a comfortable time with the 0.69. Man, and I was hoping that last run was going to be around a 0.69. It's a good thing it wasn't. Sandals is eliminated. I do not know if Northwind... I think Northwind is out also. So Sandals and Northwind eliminated. Sandals the first of the previous Cup of the Day winners to get knocked out. What is this? 553. Okay. Just trying different arms up strategies at the end because that seemed like a very similar run and I got a very similar time. Current Cobb, I think we've given him too much practice. He's now consistently putting down very good times. Final round of 2 eliminations before we get to 1 elimination. St. Nicholas is scraped by 1 more round to get into the top 8. And with Sandals getting knocked out, does that mean I can actually get 6th instead of the 7th that I had predicted? This feels like a good run despite being 1 speed down. Ooh, that was very smooth. Ooh, that's not a good time split, is it? Probably shouldn't have taken this run, but I'll get a time first. Yeah. Slowest so far. Seabad putting down a 0.5, that is scary, because that, I think, is the person I'm most directly racing here. For the 6th place spot to get out of this round. Good run, good run, good run. Yeah. 167 again is disappointing. Aggressive Icarus drop. St. Nicholas eliminated. Is this a 0.53 or is it not? It's a 0.57. So, 7th. 7th was the answer. Good job, all of you who said, yes, you will get 7th. 538 is a very good time. Unfortunately, for Seabad, bad. Look at the rest of those times. This is going to be an intense top 5. Win check. Just Mackie has 21 Cup of the Day wins. Kern Cobb has 19. Zoman 15. Hydro 6. And Seabad 1. And Quick Racer 1. I imagine everyone's going to be doing pretty much the same line here. With these transitional jump tracks, there is generally one good line through it. Yeah, this is like watching 6 carts on rails here. Ooh, Hydro does cut that corner a little bit more. I do like that. That is what I was doing. So these 4 are going to get the first finish. Hydro a touch more aggressive than Maki on the Icarus drop also. I think that is beneficial. Yeah, 0.0s and 0.1s. I mean, that's what we're going to see. Let me see where Seabed is. Seabed's coming into the finish. It's a 0.4. So Quick Racer needs to beat a 0.4. Unfortunately, that is Seabed's personal best. That would have been my personal best if I were in this round. There was no chance either of us were going to get out of this round. Quick Racer, this will be his only run, so hopefully it's good enough to... Oh, that was close on the Icarus drop. Hopefully it's good enough to match the top 5. It is a 0.152. Good luck, Seabad, beating that. Yeah, and Seabad is done. Kern Cobb with another 42.9. We'll see what Hydro... Ooh, Hydro's very wide there. I don't know if anybody's actually still racing. Do a little deco tour. All right. Everybody in the top 5 within 0.2 of a second. This is going to be an epic finale, pun intended. Kern Cobb has been most often into the 0.9s. That'll be something to keep track of. That might be something that is needed from anybody still remaining if they want to win. Kern also loads in the slowest. Zoman falls off the track right at the beginning. Maki with a lot wider of an entry into that corner and a wider exit of that corner. Let's see if he or Hydro is faster. I think Hydro looks faster, but that was a very inside corner. Hydro does cut that corner the most. I do not think the wide line was beneficial for Maki. Hydro also seems to be catching Quick Racer in the front. Yeah, Quick Racer actually I think is falling back. Let's see what the times are. Yeah, a 42.9 is very good, and 43.3s, I did not think that looked like a particularly clean run from either of them, so that makes sense. Kern Cobb without a time is going to be very close if he gets 2 runs or not. I think both Maki and Quick Racer, and honestly even Zoman, are going to be looking to improve those times. I dare say Hydro is safe with the 0.94. Kern Cobb, this will be his only run. He comes into the finish, and that is a 43.1. Quick Racer, the next to the finish. Who else needs a time? Zoman has given up, and Maki is out. So Maki out in 5th place. That wasn't on very many bingo cards today, but I did say early that it kind of looked like Zoman and Maki were the 4-5, with Hydro, Quick Racer, and Kern Cobb being the top 3. GTR check. Hydro's 0.92 still stands. Kern Cobb did do a 0.93 earlier. That is not on GTR. And Quick Racer at the 43.0. I'm sure everybody left is going to be pushing for that 42. 4 players left now. We will ride along with Kern Cobb, who loads in the latest. Hydro actually pretty close to him this time. Kern a little bit higher there than what I was doing. We're actually seeing some differing lines at the beginning. Yeah, Zoman and Kern did not like theirs. I'm not too surprised. Hydro has definitely been the most aggressive with track edges. That one comes back to bite him. Quick Racer, a pretty aggressive cut for Quick Racer too. The final player on their opening run. Aggressive on the Icarus drop also. Runs out very far to the right side. I guess conserving speed, but I kind of feel like at that point a direct line to the finish would be better. We'll see what Kern Cobb does. And this is what this cup is going to come down to, is examining lines on a straight. Kern Cobb does stick more to the left side. And that is a 42.9. Almost world record for Kern Cobb, and probably safe into the next round. Okay, I should have just kept scrolling through players because I see nobody coming towards the finish. Zoman will be the next. Only 1 run for both Hydro and Zoman. Kern and Quick Racer can improve. Quick Racer is going to want to. I do not see these guys getting less than a 43.3. Zoman runs to the right side also, keeping that tiny bit more speed, and that's a 43.2, which I would not consider super safe. We have both Hydro and Quick Racer here coming to the finish. Quick Racer improves to a 0.22. Hydro will knock him out, a 43.1. So 0.226, less than 1/100th of a second behind Zoman. That will be your top three: Kerncobb, Hydro, and Zoman. Once again, Kerncobb with 19 cup wins is going for a 20th. Zoman has 15, Hydro has 6. Also, can't forget that Hydro loves going for Yahtzees, and that would involve him getting a 2nd or 3rd place finish to make it 6 finishes in each of the top 5 positions. Zoman resets, Hydro resets. Kern did look like he had a very clean line from the overhead shot. Let's see what Kern's speed is down here. Drops off pretty low. Wow, a 170. Very high on the quarter pipe, also conserving a lot of speed. Oh, very low jump. Just gets away with that. That was a 158. That's like +4 speed from anything I have done. And Kerncobb will hit the finish first. 43.0. I think you probably want to be pushing 42s, although I do not believe Zoman has done that time. 43.08 is Zoman's personal best. Both Zoman and Hydro are still at the beginning, going for 1 run only. Zoman not going to like that landing. Kern also at the beginning right now. Hydro, this is going to be the run he has to take. Kern gets a pretty clean landing as well. Zoman looks pretty clean. Nice inside line. Looked pretty good from all 3 of them. Hydro 170 speed, also matching Kerncobb through there. Kern had a little bit of a shaky end. Hydro a little bit cleaner, but a little bit of a wider line, which is going to lose him a little bit of time at the end. Let's see what Zoman does. Yeah, kind of between Hydro and Kern. Hydro 43.124. I do not know if that's going to be safe. Zoman does seem to be on a very good run. Has a 43.214, just a switch of the numbers, and Zoman will be eliminated in 3rd. Kerncobb and Hydro going head-to-head in the finals here. These are the only 2 players to do 42s as well. Kern's is not on here again, but personal bests about 1/100th apart from each other. Who can take it? Oh, they load in very close as well, just a tiny bit behind Kern. Kern and Hydro, of course, good friends. They've built many challenge maps together. Soggy Corn is not one of them, as Mew typed in chat. Hydro, a little bit too far to the inside, is going to take a reset. Kern with pretty good speeds through here. Let's see, this is the consistent spot where it's easy to check. 171, very fast. I think this is 42 pace. Kerncobb on a very good run. How aggressively does he take this ending? Pretty clean, pretty fast. Could have been a little more aggressive on the Icarus drop. Keeps it fairly left side, a little bit central. To the finish. 42.88, world record for Kerncobb. What can Hydro do? He's held the world record for most of this cup, but Kern has just snatched it away in the finals. Kern will have one more run to improve also, if he can even manage to do that. Both of them resetting. Hydro knows he needs a perfect run here. Kerncobb just up ahead. Hydro needs a good start. I don't know if he got it. This landing is probably the most important of all of them at the beginning. 177 speed is good. We will compare it to Kern, who cuts the corner a little bit. What does he get now on this straightaway? Low 171. Hydro also a 171. Very close. I do not think either of these runs are on that 0.88 pace, but both are possibly a 0.9. If Hydro gets a very good ending here, he might get it a little bit slow, I think, at the end. It will be close. Kerncobb comes across the finish again. Is not going to improve his world record. Hydro into the finish, 43.0. The world record run by Kerncobb will do it. Current Cobb gets Cop of the Day win number 20 here in the Greek arena. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to join Cop yourself, join the CTR Discord, which will be linked in the description below. And if you want to see all these stats and results for Zeepkist Cup of the Days, I will put the link to my spreadsheet in the description below. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.